This video was brought to you by Stormberg, a route planner, Mr. Green, Kempower, and Marcus Bil. Yo, what's up? We're now at Elbilmek. You guys remember the Leaf, but today we're not here. Well, we are here for the Leaf, but also here for Morgan. If you remember the tall guy, I'll show you how tall he really is. Look at, it's always funny. But you guys remember Morgan? We were squeezing bananas and cucumbers and stuff. But yes. He owns a Model X also. I think it's almost roughly as old as Optimus Prime.
It's yeah, almost. Yeah.
Okay, but can you show me the problem here?
Okay, so the problem is that it has started squeaking. I've had squeaking in the front suspension before, which was the top arm that was squeaking. This time it's the lower arm, I think. So.
Can you just do? Okay, I might not hear you too much because I have a hook microphone here. Yeah. But if you just do this, we can just do it like a couple of times. See? It's not recommended to do this while stationary, but. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna check it out in the garage and see what's up with this. And then supposedly this is a very common problem. And I think you're going for some, we want to try some aftermarket, third-party part, not Tesla original, right? Because we are now inside the workshop, we raised the car. And yeah, Rikard, maybe you can explain now.
Yeah, of course. The car is lifted so we can check the front suspension. Because customer complains that something wrong in the front. So let's begin. I will lift more car. Yeah, it's quite common problem with the Teslas, the lower back arm. And it has, here we can try to see.
So that one there's slack.
And you should, yeah, in this side you can look.
So the rubber seal is broken. Oh! Maybe if we move the light a little bit more, you can see that it's like a opening there or something like that. A crack, crack in the rubber. Oh! How do you see it? Okay, so Rikard, you could see it right away.
Yeah, when you know we have to look, it's very easy to find out what's wrong. So these two arms are totally dead. So let's check more.
And then the problem is that if you don't fix this. Yeah, the wheel alignment is wrong and it will eat inside.
Especially this arm controls the wheel straightness. Not straightness, but how it stays.
Camber.
Yeah, exactly. You can, because when it's broken like this, now wheel's going inside. So the inner tire will be going worse and worse and could broke the tire.
I've seen many posts on Facebook about this inside of the tire from Tesla.
Especially Tesla's, the rear and the front, inside the tires. So these arms is the first thing what you need to change to save the tires. Okay, and the wheel is moving up and down, so...
The slack?
Yep, and it is in the same lower arm. So
yeah, Morgan mentioned that the autopilot actually does some weird. The autopilot is doing like a Chinese car. It's a bit wobbling because I guess the autopilot tried to input something, but then the wheel.
Because it's quite big movement for the road, so it can move left and right. Now it looks it's very small, but on the road it feels very much. So. Because we can try to look inside which part is moving.
It's the same on the other side? Is there slack on the other side also?
On the other side, no, only in this side.
Okay.
So now my colleague will try to help us and we can see very clearly it's moving.
Oh, okay, it's supposed to be fixed, or I mean, not moving like that.
No, it cannot move at all.
This is just wear and tear, right? Or is it warranty, or is it over time this happens?
It's normal.
Because now on the left side.
Yeah, and also you can see here also it's.
Zoom in here so you can see the movement. Whoa, whoa, that's.
Yeah, so that's why cars sometimes not going straight.
Maybe the Chinese cars are like this. No, okay,
who knows?
Because now let's see the squeaking. Let's hear the squeaking. So if we lower the car. That was on the right. Very pleasant to listen to that one over speed bumps.
Oh, I'm so tired of it.
What about the other side? This one? Same there, or maybe it comes from another place?
Can't hear that.
So now we're under the car again, and
Yeah, and one interesting thing about how you will change the battery, not battery, I mean the bolt. Because this bolt on this arm, it's quite strange decision of the Tesla, because when you need to change this arm, you need to take out this bolt. But the bolt, you see the gap by one finger. And the length of the, yeah, it's this long, and you need to take out in this side, but it's the battery, so it means you cannot take out this bolt.
does it lower the battery?
Yeah, it's two options: lower the battery, or with a special tool just cut the bolt
But how do you install a new bolt then?
from another side. It's much easier, and the same thing. It works. Everything is the same, but why they decided to put bolt from this side? It's strange.
Well, the Model 3, Model Y are not like this, are they?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So Model X and Model X is the same.
Maybe they were never designed to be repaired.
Maybe. So yeah, it's quite interesting thing for this engineering, but yeah.
But how do you guys change it then? Do you lower the battery or do you cut the bolt?
Of course, it's easier to cut the bolt, because to take out the battery, it takes much more time, and many bolts and screw and everything. So just cutting the bolt. Everybody does now, because in the beginning, of course, everybody tried to just lower the battery, but it's not so smart to do that, because hour and more just for the change the arm is going to change, well, not change, but lower the battery. So it's not so easy.
Okay.
So, but it's, you know, like I said, it's, I don't know how we thought it will be normal, but yeah, it's, now we know how to fix it faster.
Because now the squeaking, so now Rika is going to turn the wheel, and it turns out it's actually not this side. It's actually this side all this time. Oh, I can hear it. Yeah, it's this side. Oh, okay. That must be super annoying for Morgan to drive around with this. I had the same sound on Optimus Prime. Also Model X. Seems to be a common problem. Right, so it's been a couple of hours, and then Richard, he has done the repair now. We've replaced all the parts.
Yep.
So we're going to take a little look here. So these are the old parts.
Yeah. These two arms, maybe I can try push by my hand, a little bit hard. So.
Oh, look at that! Oh, that is just.
Yeah. So I pushing very hard, but when it's in the car, it has much more power. So
it's just the
both
wear and tear
sides.
from weather and temperature difference and
yeah, because it's
motion.
It's quite powerful when you're turning the wheel. It's in this place is a big power. So it's a rubber. So it's.
So I mean, what I want to know is that this is natural wear and tear. It's not bad design. It's not.
Who knows? Because it could be stronger, of course, but. It's also, it's not for the, it's not long life, so it must. And this one also, I think this is. But
oh yeah, I see the gap there.
yeah. So and I'm not remember which side it is, but this one or yeah, I think this one. But now it moves freely, so we cannot hear any noise. Yeah. And this one, I can even with my hand can move. I can feel it's clicking. So
But clicking, is that the click sound or?
sometimes, but at this moment, no. It just was shaking the wheel. So not wheel, the wheel.
But it should be tight, right?
Yeah, it should be hard moving part. So, and here's the bolts.
So you cut it?
Yeah, I cut it.
Let me see, how was it again? If you try to put the parts where it originally was together,
Yeah, then
was it this versus that?
yeah, it was connected like this, and then it's in the car, and it goes like this, and we have approximately this space, and here starts the battery, so you cannot move out. So just cutting and taking this from the side, and later just putting from the side. It's the same.
Oh, you actually put it the wrong side.
Yeah,
Okay, but no problem.
but it's the same.
Yeah.
No difference.
Same but different.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it helped. So 2 bolts cut it, 2 arms changed, and 1 this. And the wheel alignment is done. So the car is ready to the road.
But I was sure, by the way, there was one part. Which part was it again that we replaced? If you can take was it this one side by side? We will bring it with you and compare, because now we have a. It's not Tesla original. It's a third party.
Yeah, but it's the same.
But it has this. You see this opening. Yeah. So it's slightly different. Maybe it's a little bit lighter. Maybe it's stronger even.
When you hold it in your hand, you cannot feel any difference. So I think it's strong like this one. So I don't think it's some different, but it works. Everybody drives, and none of them complain that it's something wrong with them.
And the other part, is that cheaper than Tesla's part?
I think it's cheaper, yes. I'm not sure for the price, but I think it's cheaper. And you can get faster, of course, because sometimes Tesla even don't have the parts. You can buy only in another shops.
Okay, so if you look here, that one was replaced. This side was also replaced.
This one replaced, and this one.
Okay.
So no sounds, nothing now. Just car goes straight. I don't feel any movement to the right or to the left. So the car is fixed. And I think we saved the tires for a longer life.
Okay, so now we try to turn the wheel. And no sound. Yeah, that's it. All good. So you see, I just learned today that Tesla, okay, nothing bad about Tesla, but Tesla's own word is that, I've seen posts on Facebook actually, they just screenshot that. Tesla, they actually say it straight to the customers that they prioritize customers under warranty. And then like this car out of warranty, sorry Mac, we can fix it, but you have to wait long, maybe several months. And actually Tesla recommends the customers to go to other places like you guys or Bosch Car Service or somewhere. So I guess you guys are happy for it, right?
Yeah, cannot complain about that.
And also, I mean, the work you do is the same quality and what they experience and safety and everything as Tesla would do it anyway. It doesn't matter who does it.
It has to be the same quality. Here, customers can choose original parts or third, let's say, factory parts. And yeah, as quality has to be the same. We have to deliver the same quality as Tesla.
And Liz, I also learned today that these squeaking sounds, these rattling sounds, they can be annoying, but they can actually also eat up tires, or even maybe, I don't know if it will compromise safety, but at least eat tires. That's not good. So you should maybe fix it.
Yeah, you must fix it. I think like it was quite a big loose on the joint, so it's not safe to use the car actually.
Oh, would it trigger EU controller
For
fault?
sure, for sure.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
for sure. So it must fix.
Yeah. Okay, so same with I also heard it very often, the over bumps. That's also annoying.
It depends where it's coming from. This was not the same car, right?
No, not here,
No.
but I heard it very often in Tesla.
Yeah. have to identify where it comes from. I cannot say some parts is like say it's allowed to have some loose, some play, but some is not allowed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, but yeah. So at least when customer, for example, Morgan, if he comes to you, how long do you have to wait time and?
Approximately 10 days.
10 working days.
10 working days, yes.
Okay, 10 working days, and
So
then you get
2
it done.
weeks, yeah.
Well, that's fairly fast. And then the work takes how long? The actual work?
It took 3 hours approximately. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does the customer get a loaner meanwhile?
Yeah, if you agree in advance, we can arrange a loaner.
Loaner?
Yeah, for free.
Oh,
Gratis. Yes.
Think?
No, I don't have any more things.
Maybe Morgan wouldn't fit in the Think anyway.
That would be fun to see.
Okay, cool. Well, that's very nice. Yeah. So there you guys have it. If you have problems and you don't necessarily want to go to Tesla, you can come here or you can go somewhere else, depending on where you live and so on. At least mainly in Norway, but I guess this also applies to other regions.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that's going to be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching and talk to you later.